I wanted to talk briefly about financial literacy and why it's important. And it basically boils down to a simple idea, which is why would you not want to know how money works? Again, I'm not asking you to be obsessed with money. I'm asking you why would you not want to know how it works so that you could take advantage in every conceivable way to make your life that much easier. So the assumption, again, that people make is that, oh, well, I don't have a lot of money, so I never will have a lot of money. Or everybody else has the money, so therefore they should give some to me. And all of these kinds of crazy ideas, these lottery like, hey, if I just go and scratch enough, lottery tickets, eventually I will inherit all this money. And if you go find the stats, you find that most of those people end up giving it all back because they become obsessed with buying stuff. That's not financial literacy. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what anybody's talking about. We're talking about how does the market work? How do people make money? How do they maintain it? How do they continue to make it? And it all comes down to a simple idea, which is those that have resources can charge interest, and those who don't have resources have to pay interest. And so your goal is to get out of the original condition, which all of us start in, which is we have to pay interest. And by paying interest, we can create a FICO score, a measure of how much trust other institutions have in lending us money. And once we build that trust, then we can start to prove that to be true, increase our score, and buy bigger things. But you feel like you're like, wait, didn't you just contradict yourself? Slightly. What I'm saying is that buying more stuff does not acquire wealth. Buying the right stuff does. And so if you're always looking for the get rich quick scheme, that doesn't work. That's not what financial literacy is. But understanding markets and interest and basic values of how you can take even your meager sum and make it grow, it's probably going to happen slowly. Right? If you've ever read or heard anything about retirement, they're expecting it to be over 20, 30 years of you constantly putting money in and not touching it. But with the right knowledge and maybe even the right mentorship, that money will grow. And you will put yourself in a position where, should you have future offspring or people you want to help, you can now do so because you can work from a position of strength. And you can make more money if you can get to the point where you can lend it to others and they will have to pay it back plus interest. Interest is where most of our wealthy people continue to make their money. So I encourage you, stop assuming that you know money just because you either have it or you are convinced that you never will. And just spend the time to learn the basics of how the money works, how the economy works, not just here in the United States, but anywhere in the world. What makes your money valuable? How do people grow it? And then slowly but surely apply some of those principles to your life. And that application will put you on a leg up where you can start making decisions instead of having them made against you. And so educate yourself. Don't assume that you know everything there is to know about money just because you got 20 bucks in your wallet. Go out and figure out what people are doing, because I promise you, there's a ton out there. People are not hiding these facts from you. They'll tell you very explicitly exactly what you need to do. The problem becomes, are you willing to do it? So humble yourself, perk your ears up, break out your pencil, and write it down and start applying it. Because I promise you, anyone who can find that level of financial security frees themselves to have a lot more experience in life. And that doesn't just mean buying more stuff.